Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a Doctor Who BBC book collection. So I'm going to go through all the books I own. At the back of it, you can see my part of my Big Finish collection. These books I haven't really started collecting a while. Then I sold them on when I got into the Target book range, and I realised that was a biggest mistake. So also I'm doing this is because at Christmas my mom has managed to buy me 2 bundles of the BBC books starring basically the 9th and 10th Doctors. So I just kind of, so if you look into the collection when I get to those Doctors and realise I've got quite a few missing, don't worry, I have got them, but I'm getting them for Christmas off my parents. So the first book I got, as you can see, is Doctor Who, a story by Douglas Adams, The Pirate Planet, James Goss. I have got a review coming out on this book. I think it's an absolutely brilliant book. I love the captain. He's absolutely brilliant. I love Mr. Fillory. I really love the story myself. It's my favourite story from season 16. This book is absolutely brilliant. The next one I got is one I got today from Book and Collectibles, and it is called Storm Harvest. I haven't read this yet, as I've only just got it. It stars my second favourite Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, and my favourite companion, Ace. It does follow on another book, aka The Matrix. I haven't really got that one, so I do need to find out so I can understand what's going on with the story. Then for the 8th Doctor, I've got 5 books starring the 8th Doctor. So the first one I got is Vanishing Point. Then of course we have Ether of the Wasps. And this is, I believe these all takes place in the TV movie because the 8th Doctor has no companion. Then of course I have Hope, which is one I have read, and I'm not too fond on it, but I probably need to give it a reread so I know what's going on properly. And then we have the Biological Legacy. And then for the last 8th Doctor book, I have War of the Daleks. So this is set after, basically, from the events of Remembrance of the Daleks when the 7th Doctor destroyed Skaro, and the Daleks basically want to punish the Doctor and the Time Lords, and this does lead into the Time War. So, yeah, so I do have War of the Daleks, and then I'm going to literally put this on pause and then show you the rest of the books. So, coming into the modern era now, we have The Monsters Inside, starring Christopher Eccleston and Rose, and this is before Captain Jack joins the TARDIS team. So, set somewhere around about between Rose and the Empty Child and the Doctor dances. I read this one not too long ago. I really love the hardback cover. Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent story starring the 9th Doctor. And then, of course, I have Only Human on paperback. And then after that, we have the Davlon's Dream. I haven't really read this one. It's one I do need to give it a read because I think I actually enjoyed it when I read it back when I was actually in secondary school, sorry. Nightmare of the Black Island. Brilliant, really great Doctor Who story. I'm not really too fond, as I said, with the whole relationship between Ten and Rose, but in the book, well, in this one, it's not really the main focus, really, which is quite good. And then I have the 10th Doctor and Martha next with Sting of the Zygons, and I really love that image of the Zygon. It really reminds me so much. I think it's actually his Brotan from, the Terror of the Zygons. I haven't read this one yet. I only got this a couple of weeks ago, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one. Then, of course, I have The Pirate Loop. Haven't read that one either yet. Then, of course, we have The Peacemaker. Really do think that's going to be a good story for me to enjoy. The Many Hands. Again, I think that might be a good one. Then, of course, I have Revenge of the Dedu. And then the first 10th Doctor one I've got today is Made of Steel. A Martha Jones and 10th Doctor against Cybermen. So I really love that one, considering this story does kind of take place after the events of Army, Ghost and Doomsday. So I'm really looking forward to reading that one. And then coming into the 10th Doctor now, I have the 10th Doctor with Donna Noble in The Doctor Trap. I do like that artwork, I have to be honest with you, it's quite good. And then we have The Shining Darkness. Still need to give this one another read. And then another one I got today is The Eyeless. I absolutely love this one. I love the hardback covers. I prefer the hardback covers more to the paperback ones. I'm just going to be honest with you all saying that. I really do prefer the other, like the hardback covers. And then, of course, carrying on with the 10th Doctor. So, as I said, these ones from here take place in the specials from 2009. So the second one I've got in this range is Judgment of Dee-Da-Doo. Really looking forward to reading that one. Then, of course, we have the Savine Spigot. Still need to give this one a read. Got this one a couple of weeks back. I do like that Stone Savine. And then the last one I've got is Prisoner of the Daleks. And that's it for the 10th Doctor and the 9th Doctor. Really looking forward to reading some of these books, getting into the reading part. I'm really looking forward to reading the Series 9 special kind of books. I still need to get my hands on the Santaran one and the Krillatane one. And I think that's all of the books from basically in the special era on the BBC books. So yeah, I'm just going to put this on pause and get to the Matt Smith era. So into the Matt Smith era, the first book I've got is a paperback called Drain Riders. I haven't really read this yet. I actually picked this up in a charity shop for 50p, believe it or not. How bad is that? 50p just for this one little book. I think it's going to be good to read. Then, of course, I have Apollo 11. I haven't read this one yet, but I think it looks good. It really does give me like vibes to the Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon, but I do need to give it a read. Then, of course, we have Night of the Humans, which I believe was the second book in the 11th Doctor range. I was really hoping this book had the Sea Devils in because it's based on the sea, but unfortunately it's not. Nuclear Time. I haven't read this one yet. I only found this in the charity shop recently. As you can see, I still got the receipt in it. I paid £2 for that book, actually, and I think I actually might enjoy it. Next is The King's Dragon. I haven't read this one in a very long time because this was my very first ever 11th Doctor book I have actually got in the BBC book range. So, yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy that one. Then, of course, we have next Dead of Winter. I got this a couple of weeks ago. Haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to diving into. Then, of course, we have Touch of It by an Angel. I love the Weeping Angel in this one. I really do. I think it's going to be an interesting from what I've read of the blurb. Really looking forward to diving into that book soon. Probably later on today. Paradox Lost. Again, looking forward to diving into that one. That is really creepy. I do like that creepy picture. And then, of course, I have one I got today with the 11th Doctor with Clara. So I'm literally moving out of the Amy and Rory territory now to the 11th Doctor with Clara Adventures with Sword of Sorrow. I only got this today from Books and Collectibles, but I'm really looking forward to diving into that one. And then, of course, I have the Dalek Generation. I haven't read this one yet. Had this one a couple of weeks back. Really looking forward to diving into that one. And then, of course, I have trying with the 11th Doctor final days where he's literally on Trenzalore, the 11th Doctor's last stand. Really do love that one. I haven't read it yet, but I have read the blurb. So that is all of my 11th Doctor books so far. So yeah, I'm just going to go and get my Capaldi books now so you can see how many 12th Doctor books I own. So then, jumping into the 12th Doctor era now on books. So the first one I got is Deep Time. I believe this was the very first one to have Capaldi and Clara's Doc characters in a book. Really looking forward to reading this one at some point. Next one is called The Royal Blood. Really looking forward to diving into that one. Then, of course, we have The Blood Cell. I haven't read any of the Capaldi ones yet, but I'm looking forward to. The Crawling Terror. I really love that artwork. I really love that title. The Crawling Terror. That should have really been an episode in Series 8, I think. Then, of course, we have Slowhouse, something like that. The Doctor and Clara team up with the Panosta Gang again. Really wish this was an episode because I really do miss the Panosta Gang in the episodes. Then, of course, the next one is paperback and it is the Big Bang Generation. And this is basically around about Series 9 where the 12th Doctor is travelling on his own. It's either between Series 8 and Series 9 or Series 10. I can't think where to place it because I haven't read it yet. But the 12th Doctor's on his own, which we kind of do see at the end of Death in Heaven and just before the last Christmas episode. Or this could be set in between Hal Bent and the Husbands of River Song, I think. I don't know because the Doctor is actually on his own. And then coming into the one I got today, and it's one I absolutely do love because I do love the artwork for it, is Diamond Dogs. I haven't read it yet. I really do like Capaldi with Pearl McKee. I really think them two have got the best Doctor and companion like chemistry between the two of them in the modern era. My favourite companion in the modern era and TARDIS team. But I do also have Plague City with the Doctor Bernardo. Again, I really think this is just before World Nothing Time and the Doctor Falls, just going by the 12th Doctor's outfit. And that is it for me books and Capaldi. So I'm literally going to put this on pause and then show you all the books in one go. And here is all the books on the shelf. So you can see we've got the Pirate Planet, which is an actual TV episode, Storm Harvest, then of course Vanishing Point, Ethers of Wasps, Hope, the Biological Legacy, War of the Daleks, The Monster Inside, Only Human, the Devlon System, you know, all that lot. So we got basically, and that's all of them, all lined up, the ones I have just basically gone through. I have got more coming for Christmas. I've got more Adventures of the 9th and 10th Doctors coming for Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to getting them. I am proud to own basically a lot of the 11th Doctor, because I never really had many of them. And then basically around about a month or two, I started getting the Capaldi books, and they've grown really well, really grown. I've just got one more to go and get from Books and Collectibles, which is a Capaldi one, which was there today. I can't remember what the title was. I only could get one Capaldi because the Capaldi books are a bit more pricey than the other books. But yeah, that's my Doctor Who book collection. I hope you enjoy.